When you and Bruce came to us and offered the services of the mediators at Small Claims Court, it was a good time, and frankly, it was a very selfish reason that we accepted the DRC's offer, because we were overwhelmed by small claims cases. Judges, I think, as a whole feel much more positive about the outcomes that come about as a result of dispute and settling their own disputes, as opposed to a judge telling them what to do. And as you know, the DRC settles probably over 50% of all the cases that come to Small Claims Court. Anytime two people who are in conflict can have a peaceful resolution of their conflict in a way that impacts them in a positive way and whoever else is attached to the dispute in a positive way, then that has to be good for the community.
One day I got a call from the police department and they said, you know, come get your daughter, we just picked her up for shoplifting. And so we went to the DRC where we were, you know, treated with the utmost respect. You know, nobody made us feel like we were bad people because something bad had happened. You know, you look at all the kids out on the streets and things like that, and you have to think, if somebody was there maybe to help, you know, work it out with their parents, then maybe they wouldn't end up there. That's the tragedy I see, that I think that the DRC is very instrumental in helping keep families together.
The first thing that comes to mind is that I've learned what it takes to get along with other people. And I think for myself personally, I used to be really an argumentative kind of person, and it's something that I wasn't very comfortable with, but it's just I grew up with it. The DRC has really helped me in my own personal development through the years, because I didn't want to be that way, but it was what I had learned and kind of was a big part of me. And so I think part of this process has been a way to help me learn what it takes to actually listen to other people and respond in a non-reactive kind of way. I really hope that everyone who does it knows that they're getting something out of it for themselves, and that's a lot of the motivation. And I think that's how any endeavor like this needs to be, that there's everyone gets something different out of it, but everyone gets something important for themselves out of it.
The DRC, well, for me, it helped us get through our divorce peacefully. We didn't have to use lawyers, and now we have a wonderful parenting plan. We work together as parents, and it's not negative for our kids. It's just everyone feels as positive as you can be about a negative thing. And I think if you could share the DRC, anything you know about the DRC with especially a couple going through problems, really helpful. And I think if people knew more about it, you could help out more people go through a divorce, or maybe not go through a divorce, maybe they could work out their differences. Ever since we did the mediation, I almost have an emptiness inside of me because I don't have any of the fighting, any of the anger. And so now I'm trying to learn new ways to fill that with positive things and fun things for myself and my kids.
Serving on a board, going through the mediation training, I had an issue with our dealers and at the casino. They were very pleased with the meetings, the follow-up, and that we listened and that we cared. I was really surprised at the new tools that I had that was very helpful and beneficial, and we were able to make use of the valuable time and come to resolution.
I think if we all sat down and kind of got to the heart of the matter for what matters for everybody, politically, religiously, spiritually, we would find a lot more common ground.
What we're really about is peace, people getting along better, and that has a ripple effect in the community.
One of the reasons that the Dispute Resolution Center has my entire heart and soul is that I find it one of the most optimistic, hopeful things I could ever possibly be a part of. Because what we do is not rocket science at all. There's nothing impenetrable about the skills for getting people to be able to hear and communicate and negotiate. What the DRC does, it's not like it's out there with a big tug and just instantly pulling that thing. It is out there in the community little by little, persistently, patiently, brilliantly helping pull people into a safe harbor.